We're hoping to have huge numbers there. There's also, which I forgot to say earlier, there's a protest in the morning at 10 o'clock. We need people, if you're available, to meet at the Parnell Monument in O'Connell Street. We can't divulge what's actually happening at this point because there's information we have that we just can't let out. But there will be a protest. So hopefully we need about 50 people there. So if anybody's free and in the area, come along 10 o'clock to the Parnell Monument and we'll proceed from there. Tomorrow, Tuesday, at 10 o'clock. And it's possible that there may be a protest in the same area on Thursday. We're just waiting to confirm that. Today we shifted the focus away from roadblocks and that to targeting the media. From tomorrow we'll be targeting politicians.
Yes!
Again, I want to thank everybody that has come along today and people who have been out in their own areas, and we send our best wishes to the people who were out in Mullingar today, the people who are out there. And the main thing that we have to plan for, because it's not that far away, is the national protest on St. Patrick's Day in Dublin. That will be a nationwide protest, and we want people to travel from everywhere in the country to that. So people shouldn't be arranging their own protests in their own areas, unless it's people who just can't get in and want to do something themselves. But we need huge numbers. We've huge numbers today. We'll need 4 times that on the 17th of March. And I've no doubt that from the time we started off with 100 people in East Wall at the end of November, to the crowds we have on the streets here today, the crowds that are on the streets every night in parts of the city, the crowds that are out right around the country every night. This is a growing movement. You are the new revolutionaries. You're the people who's going to bring this country to a halt and change government policy. In 12 months, this country will be totally different. One way or the other. We will either have won or we'll have been beaten off the streets and we'll be all locked up.
They haven't got enough prisons.
And I know what will be the result. We will win.
Yes.
And some people, have wondered about the protests and about the marches. And what are we achieving? The fact that this is growing hugely, and there are representatives from across the country here today, and people from a range of different political parties, some who are in support of their own parties, and some who are actually disgusted with the politics of their own parties, and have come to support us and to support the people. And we are the risen people. We are the new generation. And as I said earlier, our day is here. Again, thank you for coming. With this person here, and it says on Saturday. And people who can make it tomorrow to Parnell Square or to the Parnell Monument do so. And areas will have their own protests during the course of the week. And we'll try and coordinate protests on one of the nights and look with a number of areas. Again, our motto is bring this city and this country to a standstill. They are listening, they just don't realise it yet. Again, thank you all for coming.
Well said, Mike.